in the year of 2025, there is one thing every gaming PC needs more of: RGB. And as it turns out, thanks to the magic of TikTok, you don't have to spend all that much to get it. Here in this box is a $500 gaming PC that claims to be able to handle over 150 FPS in CS2. Let's open it up and see what it can really handle. And as you can see, this is an Ace Magic PC. If you've seen these PCs before on the channel, then you know they can be very small. They also may or may not have some sketchy malware installed on them, so we'll see what this one has. Oh baby, we got our PC right on top. That's so cool. You can see the fan in there. Hold on. Pew, pew, pew. Wow, look at that. Ooh, we have a light button. Excited to see what that does. On the side, oh, we got our annoying little stickers. For faster setup, avoid Wi-Fi or LAN initially. Connecting might trigger long updates. Oh wow, they really want to make sure you don't do that. What are these warnings? For faster setup, avoid LAN. It's the same thing. They cover the Ethernet cables with this, or the Ethernet ports, I mean. Why? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and plug this thing in and we'll turn it on, see what it can do. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the power button. 3, 2, 1. Spooling up, we got a light on the front. Oh baby, we got lights on the top. Look at all these RGBs. Let's go. Now, if you remember, we have a light button here. Let's go ahead and hit that. Ooh, I love that. Or you can just turn it off. Cool. Oh wow, we actually have a setup screen. Usually when you get these sketchy PCs from China, you end up just on a desktop with a bunch of pre-installed garbage. Looks like it's checking for updates right now, which is exactly what they were warning about. Now, I still have to wonder, like, what was it about the updates they don't want me to see, huh? They don't want it on the PC. Oh, maybe this is it. It needs one of those like really big Windows 11 updates, so. Well, that's all right. I don't really mind waiting. I will come back when it's done setting stuff up. All right, guys, I am back. As you can see, we are on the desktop here. I've set some stuff up already. It was a bunch of boring Windows install stuff, really nothing to write home about. I even got some games installed, but let's just start with like looking at the PC itself and seeing if we have any like apps pre-installed that I didn't do myself. Looking at program files 86, I don't see anything obvious here other than Firefox, Steam, that's it. And yeah, pretty much the same story in normal program files, just Malwarebytes is the only thing that I installed there. Can also check the installed apps on the PC itself. And yeah, pretty much just a bunch of Microsoft bloatware that's pre-installed on every Windows PC. Yay. Now, I did install something here, Malwarebytes. I've mentioned it a few times now. I've never actually used this application. If there's a better thing I can use to scan for viruses or whatever, let me know down in the comments, but this is what people online recommended. Run full scan. Yeah, let's give this a try. No threats detected. Lame. Checking for gaps in my defenses. Oh, everything's good there. Digital footprint scan. Get out of here. Protection score 71. I assume that's good. I don't know. All right, well, as far as Malwarebytes is concerned, I guess this PC is good to go. That's actually kind of shocking. Originally, I also set this thing up with Wi-Fi, but I swapped over to Ethernet so we can get a more accurate idea of the speeds this thing can handle. All right, we'll just use the Ookla speed test here. See how this goes over Ethernet. Oh, baby, we're getting near full gigabit speeds. That's fantastic. But all right, that was the Ethernet test. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the Ethernet here and we'll test out the 5 gigahertz speeds. About 430 to 500 for the download upload situation. That's completely reasonable over 5 gigahertz. That's perfect. All right, next up, I'm gonna test a few games here because on the listing, they have specific claims for the kind of FPS you can expect across a variety of games. Let's start off with Witcher 3 here. They say on the website this thing should be able to handle 45 FPS, I'm pretty sure. Sign in with your CD product. No, it's an offline game. I'm not signing in. Don't do it. I got it set to 1080p. We'll see if we can do 60 FPS just with the default settings that they have here. All right, here we are in the game. Looks like we're chilling at 50 FPS. Not perfect, but let me see if I can play around with the settings a little bit, get us up to 60. It is above 45, like the listing said. Yeah, let's just use the Steam Deck preset, see what that does. Oh, nice, that gets us up to 60 FPS, so it's probably pretty low settings altogether, but I feel like this is fine. Perfectly acceptable gaming performance. Oh, and also, guys, I looked into like what this Oculink thing can do. Apparently this is for external GPUs, which is sick. Theoretically, you could get the performance of this PC to be way higher if you wanted to then. Now let's see what happens if I really crank this, because Witcher 3, you can get pretty crazy with the graphics. There we go, ray tracing. Can this GPU, CPU even handle ray tracing? Oh God. Ooh, what does that say? Sub 30 FPS? 23 FPS. That's something. And it still looks like absolute butt. This is why people don't like ray tracing. This is horrible. Oh, look at that cinematic quality motion blur. It's making me so sick. But yeah, I mean, I'd say the listings claim of hitting 45 FPS in Witcher 3, pretty accurate. Let's try out Counter-Strike 2 next. It said 155 FPS. I don't play Counter-Strike, so I have no context if that's good or bad, but we're gonna find out. All right, we're on the main menu here. It says 40 FPS. All right, I'm just gonna put the game on low settings and we'll see what it does. It doesn't look very good, and I'm only seeing 120 FPS. It's also hitching quite a bit. Can I lower the settings even more? Not really, honestly. So I don't know where they were getting 155 FPS. In a normal game, 120 FPS is totally fine. CS2 though, I feel like, you need 500 FPS minimum. I don't know. Take those numbers what you will. The gaming performance on this PC, not amazing, but not terrible either. All right, last thing I want to test on this PC here, we're gonna run Cinebench and see what kind of scores we're looking at for this PC. Oh, and by the way, I guess I never really went over what this thing has. Cinebench isn't even doing anything and it's using up 100% of our CPU. I don't want to know. Anyway, this thing has a Ryzen 7 8845HS with 780M graphics. If that's good, let me know down below. I have no context. It's also got 32 gigs of RAM, which is pretty good. Terabyte SSD, ooh. I'm gonna assume that's an M.2. Yeah, it says NVMe SSD right there. That's fantastic. All right, let's start running the actual, we'll do a multi-core, because I think that thing said it had 16 threads, so. All right, it's been running for like a few minutes now. It's probably gonna settle around this score. You can see it right there. It's like number 7 on the list of CPUs they have there. Sitting at like the 750-ish range for points. Okay guys, I think it's time we stop playing around and we go a little nerd mode with this PC here. On this bad boy right here, I have a live environment for Linux Mint. We're gonna throw it on this PC right here, test out a game or two, and see if it improves the overall performance of the PC. I haven't tested this thing yet, so it might not even work. Let's find out together. All right, as you can see, I am booted into our very Windows XP looking BIOS here. And I should just have to change our little boot drive to our USB stick we got plugged into the front of the PC. Give me the Penguin. Oh baby, there we go. Okay guys, we are up and running inside of Linux. Look at this, it's all working great. It's the Mint logo. Look, things are happening now. We got Steam open, Witcher 3 is ready to go. We're gonna test the same games and see what happens. Okay, and just like that, we are in the game. Get out of here, menu. I'm trying to walk around and look at this. I'm on the Steam Deck preset, kind of like we were trying on the other one. Looks pretty good so far. And just like last time, I'm seeing basically 50 plus FPS, almost 60 sometimes. Should I see what happens if I turn on ray tracing this time? This has gotta be bad, right? Oh, you know what? 25 FPS. Why is that like mildly better? It's possible I have something changed, graphically like a little bit, but I guess that's an improvement. It's slightly less cinematic quality motion blur. Look at those ray traced pores. You can only get that on Linux. Anyway, so Witcher 3 was mostly the same. Let's go ahead and move on to Counter-Strike 2 and see if we can get something closer to that 155 FPS that we saw on the listing. Oh, that's not a good sign, Art. 15 FPS in the main menu. Did this get worse? Oh no. Oh, it's because we're in 4K. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, we have it now at 1080p with the lowest settings I can go. Are we certain this is the lowest settings? Because it kind of looks like it's running worse. Oh, it went back to 4K, that's why. Hold on. There we go, that's more like it. That looks better. And in terms of performance, we are still not getting 155, so I have no idea where they got that number from. Oh, get him, get him. I'm getting him. I'm shooting. I got him. Whoo, baby. Oh, you know what? If I go over into this area and look directly into the sky, look at that. Guys, we're above 150, 170. Oh, baby, performance city out here. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this PC down and we're gonna open it up and see what's going on the inside. All right, let's start with these large silver screws on top here. I assume if I take these off, I can just get to the top of the PC at least, maybe get the RAM, hopefully? Or maybe the fact that they're like these weird star screw bits indicates that I'm not supposed to open this first? I don't know. Oh, sure enough, the top just comes right off. We're right in there. There's the fan. I don't see anything, like in terms of the PC itself, I can't really easily access anything from here, but I can flip it over. I already took all the little rubber feet things off of the corners, and I can just use a Phillips head here to get the bottom opened up. Oh, there we go. It was a little annoying to get this bottom part off, but either way, now that I do have it open, you can see we have a fan here connected to the bottom of the PC, and most of the stuff you'd ever care about messing with is right here, easily accessible. Basically, here's our RAM right here, our 32 gigs of RAM. Normal laptop size memory slots here, so very nice to see that. We have two M.2 slots. This one right here, I'm assuming is our SSD. And then this looks like an adapter that's going to that Oculink output that we saw earlier. You can see it right there. So you can use this adapter to connect an external GPU. Yeah, this is a pretty cool little gaming PC. No malware, somewhat reasonable price for what you're getting. Most importantly, it has the RGBs. Is Ace Magic actually good? You guys will have to let me down in the comments. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to see another video we did on an Ace Magic PC before, click the video right here. It was on a Starship PC. That thing was wild.